How do, y'all? How you doing? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It just kind of came out that way. Anyhow, we have finally got all of our panels painted. As you can see behind me, they are gray. It might look a little bit lighter than gray, but trust me, they're gray. Anyway, we're going to get all of that cut out into patterns, and then we'll spray some of their sticky stuff on it, and we'll get them wrapped up here pretty quick. The farmer in.
Liddell.
The farmer in.
Liddell.
Hi-ho, da dirty do, the farmer in.
Liddell.
Do you think maybe there's some residual or sticky stuff on the cap? And now, our favorite part of this program. Wait. All right, well, still a little bit tacky, but I'm getting impatient. And the worst part is that's almost all we get to do. Because I gotta do that, check for wrinkles. And then put more glue on. Now this one, crap. I may have screwed up already. This one, I really need that to stretch now. Dang it. Woo. Might be all we get. It's a good thing I got impatient. Alright, that's going to have to go around this and then tuck in to the door seal. Man, I got to try and figure out how to remember to do that right. And then this end is going to barely wrap, but it'll do you enough because it gets shoved up against the foam inside the car. Whew. Hope I remember not to wrap that. Yeesh. Alright, I was so worried on this one, I started without you. So I just left it sticking up. Hopefully it's going to be enough. And then right here where it didn't barely wrap, I went ahead and put a bunch of staples on this. Now this is going to go into the car. So like, here's the little wheel well thing. That's the firewall, but it's actually going to have another piece that butts up against it. So I think we'll be fine. And I didn't cut this part out because the piece of metal that it's going over is not any thicker than this, so it'll actually look cleaner that way. But we'll have to just set this one aside for right now, and hopefully it works out where I got this long enough. I'm going to have to remember on the next one to make it way long just so that I can trim it back later. A good idea would probably be to sprinkle like some baby powder or something on that, because if this and this actually ever do touch, even though they won't be tacky to the touch, that'll be a really good bond and it'll be hard to pull up. And this doesn't have much of a backing at all, so that's why it's stretchable. Anyway, so I'm going to set it in the car, probably actually set it, like this so that that's setting down Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna set it straight down on this, but leaning a little bit back. Okay. So now we can start doing stuff that's a lot easier to do. No crazy, weird, gotta remembers. And on the last video, we talked about these little wingy doos, how you can pull the corner straight in. If you missed that, go back one video, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. I did like a close-up, but we won't go over it again and again. One more done. Every once in a while you'll hit a hard spot in the plywood, like maybe it's a knot or something, or my staple gun's wearing out. That's a possibility. All right, on that one, as I was bringing the material together, because it's bend this way, as you bring it up, you're gonna get wrinkles. So I try and kind of stretch the material so that it gets that bunch out, and then I staple right over the top of what's left of the bunch, where it's kind of smooshed together. Okay, so now I need to burn the holes out, which we're down on this end. Whew. That one was difficult. Alright, 8 holes burned. Whew. And this time, I'm going to remember to unplug it too. Alright, that is that, y'all. We're going to have to get some more glue because there might be a little bit in there, but there ain't enough to do a whole lot. I guess I could see if I can do that other little tiny piece, but yeah, we'll do that. Not gluing the last 4 inches. Well, this is about where the video is going to end, but in just a second, I'm going to move the camera, and when I restarted it from a different angle, well, let's just say it didn't restart. Pretty sure the battery was dead, but here we go. Now, while that is curing out, we'll go put the screws in the other ones, hopefully.